Hey guys, it's Jamie. 2 years ago today, I got some really good news that my breast cancer was gone and that I had no evidence of disease, which was amazing. I was still doing active treatments, but at this moment in time, 2 years ago, no cancer was in my body. It's a great feeling to have. I can remember that day. I remember how emotional I was and how excited I was and how happy I was. I cried tears of joy. My best friends did the same thing. They were crying in the middle of the restaurant when they found out the news. I'm sure most people did. But 2 years later, it feels like a lifetime ago. So if you're going through something bad right now, I urge you to think about a time a year ago, 2 years ago, when you were happy or when you weren't going through whatever you were going through. And remember that this moment is just a moment in your lifetime. You're going to get through it. It may seem hard. You may have self-doubt. At the end of the day, you can do it. You can do hard things. It seems hard at the time. I know going into that PET scan, I was so nervous that they were going to come back and tell me that it was in my bones. I had convinced myself that it still was around. And then I got the results, and it wasn't there. And it was just in my head, and it made me feel just amazing. And now I look back 2 years ago, that's how I felt. And today I'm like, geez, that's the last thing I think about. And a year ago even, I still sometimes think about things. So if you are having a happy moment today, I urge you to think about one of those times that was rough for you and look how far you've come. But if you're having a rough day, think about a happy day. Think about happiness. Think about when you're happy. Immerse yourself in it. Think about it. Feel it. Close your eyes. Picture it. Taste what you were eating. Really immerse yourself in it, and remember, you can get there again. You just have to try. So pick yourself up off your couch, your bed, whatever you are, and just remember that today, this moment, whatever you're feeling will pass and another one will come along. We can look towards the future with a happy smile. We can look towards it with a, oh. It's really up to you. No matter what life throws at you, you have the ability to control your emotions, which is hard. I know. Trust me. I'm still learning this shit. It's hard to control your emotions some days. Ask my kids. Or my husband. But if you do it most of the time, it gets easier and easier. I know it's easier now than it was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I mean, each day it's easier for me to control my emotions. Each day it's easier for me not to let a moment ruin my entire day. I've been through a lot, so I know that I can come through things. And I'm sure you've been through a lot too, at least those of you that are older. And if you're younger watching this, if you're a teen, remember that you're going to go through hard things in life. Every hard thing gives you a lesson and teaches you something about yourself. So remember it. Put that right down. Write in your journal, whatever you need to, so that you can look back and be like, I did this on this day. I passed a history exam and this was hard. Or I passed chemistry exam and this was hard. To remember that you, beautiful girl or boy, can do hard things. You can do amazingly hard things and get through it. We all can. So today I just urge you to think about a happy time if you're in a bad place. And if you're in a happy place, help others. Help others remember the good times. Help others by lifting them up. If more of us lifted more people up, the world would be such a more amazing place. These wars are men. Men like to fight. Men like to argue. Men like to be right and prideful. A lot of the ones who don't like to fight are the ones that are women, and we are the ones who are nurturers, and we have to remind the men sometimes that fighting's not always the way. Bad things happen to good people, but you can get through it. You really can. I know you can. I've seen people lose their children and get through it. I've seen a lot of bad stuff in my life, and I've seen people get through it. So you can too. I know you can. Reach out if you need help. I'm always here. I'm not qualified, but I'm here and I'll listen. So if you need help, let me know. I'm a good listener. And if you need serious, professional help, please reach out. Reach out to somebody. It's not shameful to reach out for help. It's really not. It's actually a sign of strength. It's one of the most strongest things you can do is to reach out and get help when you feel down or just not yourself. So do that. Anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing day and you can do great things. You really can. Bye. Signing off.